What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Mr. TGP, the coach of the Bundle Montreal, and we're doing the draft analysis of everyone team in the Naranja division and the UVA division, but we will do it in two parts. So, first part will be Naranja, this one, and the second part will be the UVA division. But I'm not alone. I'm with Jakib, the coach of the Baltimore Birthday, and he's in the Naranja division, so we won't be able to face him because I'm in UVA division. So what's up, Jakib?
What is going on? I will face you if you and I both make playoffs, which is the plan. Cause,
of course.
Like, that has to happen. I need to face all of my puddle friends in playoffs because all of y'all got into UVA and I'm over here in Naranja.
You alone? Like
I'm the only one from puddle over here, yes!
You're not into the cool squad. That's the only thing I can say. So, how are you? Like, are you hyped for this season?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm excited. This is the best I've ever drafted, so I think we're gonna have a great time.
For me, I tried to draft stuff I never draft, except 2 months I was like, I have to draft them. The other things I'm like, why not? Some I drafted like once, and that's it, and some stuff I never draft. But yeah, that will be on the other video because I'm in the cool kid crew, the UVA crew, you know. Alright.
Sure.
So let's start with Naranja, like I said, and the first one, that team is trash.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
So of course, it is Jakib, the coach of Baltimore Birthday. So, like, because it is your own team, and I think you're doing the draft analysis, so I won't let you talk too much about your team, just so people can see in the draft analysis. I don't know if that's good with you, or if you want, you can still talk about it. Like,
I'll just talk about it like a smidge.
Yeah.
So, my first pick was very obvious, since good old Kaz sniped me of it in Puddle. Even though I was second, I needed Iron Val. Like, I wanted it. I wanted Mechanical Gallade. What can I say?
Yo, Iron Valiant is just can do everything. Like, how can I say, like, you can know what he will do before he's doing it. So it can be physical, can be special, can be mix, can be Trick Scarf, Trick Choice Pick, Trick Choice Band, Destiny Bond, Reversal. Got a lot of stuff. You can do anything and have everything. That's like the ultimate future products for me. That's my opinion.
I love it so much. But my kind of idea with my draft was I was gonna go balance, right? So I was like, okay, looking at what's available, especially with the UNPL special rule that they have in place, where once one Ogerpon form goes, all of them go.
Oh yeah, I was so mad about that, but yeah, that's
what I found out. I was like, okay, I'm getting Ogerpon second because I need it.
I wanted Ogerpon Rock, to be honest. I wanted to try it, but yeah.
I have it in Puddle and it kind of has been underwhelming for me. But maybe I'm just not playing it right. I don't know. Who knows?
Rock is nice. Rock type is nice offensively. Like Rock and Grass, like everything that resists Grass will get KO by Rock, and everything Rock resists gets super effective by Grass. Like Ground is weak to, it resists Rock but weak to Grass. Only Steel is like both, but yeah, you still have coverage.
That good old Stomp and Tantrum. It's me whenever I get frozen by a freeze dry.
I hope I freeze you with Iron Bundle freeze dry.
Oh well. Iron Bundle is so traumatizing of a mon for me. I don't.
You don't like it?
It's giving in another league when I was running a rain team. Bundle kind of ran through me, and throws my arch. Bundle is traumatic. Bundle is traumatic.
Bundle is the gold. All right. End of discussion. But for real, your team overall, I'll like it, but it's not something I will have draft because it's not my style of play. But offensively, it's something I will have draft for sure. Like with Iron Radiant, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Landorus, Cleavor, all of them is stuff I like. Landorus I already drafted multiple times. Cleavor. I think in Puddle I have it. So Cleavor I never drafted, but it's something I wish to draft because of auto click stealth rock. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I got a good spinner with Fortress, good defense with Gudra and Crocolore. My only thing is maybe the fire type can be a problem because you don't have like auto switch into fire except for Crocolore. But other than that, like you got so many good stuff.
That's why I just run Sturdy Custap Berry Explosion Fortress.
Ah, yeah,
I
that's
make
a
the fire
classic.
types go boom.
The classic Customberry Fortress. That's I remember. I don't remember who I faced, but I think it was online, and he played like a Golem, like Alolan Golem. Then I knew he would go for the boom, so I just switched to ground. He was so mad, EDC, so I was like, ah, okay, yeah, you got outplayed, then instead you rage quitting, I'll just continue to play, but that's another story. But
No,
Customberry,
absolutely.
that's a fun way to play Fortress.
Especially with like the main reason I drafted Gudra Hisui was I was looking at Valiant and Ogrepon. I was like, okay, so far not really liking poison types, right? Gudra Hisui absolutely covers that weakness along with Landorus. They
Also
both cover
Overquill.
that Overquill too. Overquill with the Intimidate,
Yeah, pretty nice.
providing able to basically knock down attack on some of my opponent's physical threats, allowing me to make them more manageable, allow me to swap into better matchups without the worry of taking too much chip for other stuff they might have in the back. Also, do not underestimate the power of Terra Bug, Choice Band, First Impression, Trap It.
For real,
People
I'm not
forget.
sure about that. I'm like, I think I don't
You
remember.
realize
who's pre-
Trap It has base 100 attack.
Oh no,
that
I mean what I mean, but I'm like, I'm not sure. I mean that, yo, it will be so like you won't underestimate it. Then it will be like, oh shit, I got killed. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, the main reason I think I picked up Trapinch, number one, so 3 fastest mons within the Paldea deck speed tiers are Darkrai, Greninja, and Meowscarada.
Oh, wait
Trapinch
to
comes
first.
in, traps them in, because remember, Trapinch does get access to Arena Trap, so they can't swap out. I click Terra Bug, I click at First Impression, they're gone.
I thought
Bye.
wait. Does okay, Arena Trap is not banned.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It is not banned.
Okay, so I have to watch out for that. No shadow tackles. So. Oh, okay. That's
I'll
something I
look
would
at that.
think about.
Yeah, it's something I've learned from my friends at 35 Pokes, who basically use lower tier mons and absolutely destroy people with them. They put me onto the Trapinch set, and this thing is gonna take lives. Trapinch the god.
First impression will go so insane. I think it's +3 priority, so yeah, or +2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it will be hard to switch in front of it. So
Fortress is solid too, because you can run it actually like max HP, max attack. Also gets access to Thunder Wave as well, and
Volt
like
Switch.
Spike, Stealth Rocks, Volt Switch. People underestimate the power of Fortress, and it's gonna come back and bite them in the butt.
but for me, overall for the team, is the lack of recovery mon. Like the defensive mons don't have good recovery. That's how I play. I like my defensive mon to have good recovery.
Croc has Slack Off, Porygon 2 has Recover.
And that's it. That's my only issue, but that's my style of play. So that's why sometimes
Fair.
judging other teams can be hard because, of course, it's opinion and everyone is entitled to it. So people will say, yeah, that team is super good. Other people can say, yeah, no, it's trash. Other people will be like, it's half-half. For me, something overall, I will have not draft, but some of them I'm like, offensively, yeah, 100% I will have draft that offensively. Like, your offensive in that team is really good. So if I have to rate it, I think A- B plus ish, around that area, just because offensively is really good and like you don't like someone playing against you won't have a lot of free switching, like just because like I said at the beginning, Iron Valiant can be anything. So before like you know what it is, you might take too many hits and be like, ah, damn, is this that set? Then you are like pinned in the corner. Then you have to try to claw back. Ogre Pun hits super hard. Swords Den, Ivy Cudgel, chance to crit is high. So Cleavor, like.
No, I'm in love with my draft. I have my physical and my special walls. Gudra Hisui is not somebody in general to underestimate.
Oh no, of course.
Oh, just you wait till I run. Just you wait till I get an acid armor up and just
yeah,
start
body press.
Souls. Porygon 2 is also really solid because it gets in my what I call the trifecta of coverage moves.
Oh yeah, of course.
So like
Ice Beam, Thunderbolt,
Fall
Plate.
access to, yeah. Pry attack's even solid with it, especially if you run like really low speed for specifically the analytic boost.
Yeah.
Also, if need be, if there's an ability that you want, Trace is always really good.
Or also doesn't it get download? Yeah, it gets download.
It does get download. So let me just boost up my Spatak a little more. You know, let me set up, see what happens.
So for me, like I said, I give the rating. So oh yeah, I forgot to say, everyone, we don't have everyone tier list, so I'm just gonna add it on the screen. You will see everyone teams at the end of the coaches tier list, like the rate overall. So let's go for the second one. Wait, 936.
Which is Loyal Bandito with the New Orleans Swampers.
So
his team is terrifying.
His team is so offensive. Like the first two pick, I'm like, oh bro, you are you going to play or to kill people? Like Palafin, Dragapult, Porygon Z, Grimmsnarl for like screen support, then Parting Shot, then yeah, like that team is really offensive. Really offensive. I don't see a lot of defensive stuff though.
No, because if you can somehow, one of my big issues with Bandito's team in general is if you can break through his offensive core, he's done.
Yeah.
He's cooked. I mean, you do have Grimmsnarl for screens, but that only can save you for so long.
Yeah, like as soon as Grimmsnarl is done or Likely is out, you can't, like, for me his team is the lack of defensive world. Wow. Sorry, the role. Yeah, like I told you, my English sometimes is shaky.
His defensive roles on his team are not there.
Yeah, so like what you're switching to, like when something you want to get out, it's true you have a lot of pivoting mon like Dragapult U-turn, Palafin flip turn, Volt switch Iron Tread, Parting Shot, Grimmsnarl. I think Tesserina get U-turn also. It is true you have that, but I think it's not enough because nothing in your team want to take hits. So it's either you hit hard or you get hit and like you cannot bring it after. So
basically what I'm noticing with Bandito's team is if Bandito doesn't win within the first 10 turns, it's basically a loss.
Yeah.
For him. Because like momentum can only carry you for so long before your opponent gets the chance to switch up momentum. So looking at his team, the moment Bandito gives up momentum, it's over.
Yeah. But it's still got good stuff. Like, yeah, it just offensively is good. It got a like Choice Scarf, Porygon Z is pretty nice with adaptability adaptability, Tri Attack, Choice Pick can be so nice, do a lot of damage. Or Choice Scarf. If he had webs, it could have been better. A little bit better with webs.
Oh, if he had webs, his team would be like.
Because of Palafin is not. It is fast, but you could have, instead of putting even speed, you could have go more bulk and offensively with Palafin, like bulk up Jet Punch type of stuff, or even Boom Burst with Throw Spray, because. In the super form, I think it's at 100 in special attack, which is not that bad, but can be really nice to surprise your opponent. So with Boom Burst, Throw Spray, you get a +1, then you have Ice Beam, Jet Punch, and other stuff. So with webs, it could have helped the Palafin to run more bulk and offense. Same thing for Porygon Z. Instead of running like Choice Scarf, you can just go for like a spec and do more damage. What else? Tesserina is okay. Nice for rapid spin, good bulk. Can run AV. I think he gets synthesis, so he can run like heavy duty boots, synthesis, rapid spin, U-turn, and throw kick, or something like that. What the hell was that?
Yeah, I'm just, the more I'm staring at this team, the less I'm liking it.
It's just because when you see the first two, you're like, yo, that team is like, those two are fire, but the rest, sadly, that's something I will never draft. But that's my opinion, of course. I don't want to hurt feelings of nobody, but yeah, that's something I will never like think about or yeah, sadly. But I think he changed the team now that I'm looking at it.
He did. His original team was, I can find his traits real quick. Academy.
I think I did the picture. I did the right thing.
He actually dropped a webs user.
What?
He dropped Quaquavel, Gayduck, regular Samurai, Rabombi, regular Shaman, and Moltres Galore for the Palafin, Grimmsnarl, Porygon Z, and Serena. So he got rid of his webs user.
That's pretty odd. Like when you have a webs user, especially the Ribombi, you don't throw that away. What's the name again? Did I put the new team or the old team?
The team name is the New Orleans Swampert, if you're looking for it.
Yeah. Okay, no, I did in the picture. I think I will change it. Yeah, well, whatever. So guys, don't worry about that. Nah, we'll leave it like that. But yeah, he changed. So you said he changed Ribombi, Quaquaval, Samurott, 4, Palafin, and what else?
He also dropped Shaman. It was for Palafin, Porygon Z, Grimmsnarl, and Serena.
For me, well, because he got some good stuff back, it's pretty, well, I don't think it will really change my overall score for the team. For me, it's like B-, like even C+.
I'm kind of feeling that way as well. Like, I think he really does have really good offensive coverage, but his team can be easily broken into. Like, I'm just staring at it, and I'm just seeing, like,
rocks, webs, stuff like that.
I agreed with all of his drops besides Rabombi. I genuinely think if he would have kept Rabombi, his team would have been, like B+.
Because Ribombi is quite bulky and can set up webs, and with the ability to ignore the secondary effect, it's pretty nice. And can go for quiver dance and stuff like that. So
I just think dropping Rabombi was a mistake. So I would say B-.
B-.
I wouldn't go as far as saying C, but I would say B-.
Alright, so let's say B- because I said B-. So like now you will see the other coaches rate. Alright, so let's switch for the third one, Razor, the coach of the Galaxy Brain, Golisopod. I miss Golisopod. Golisopod was the GOAT in Sword and Shield. Pretty nice.
That was my baby. So his team kind of consists of like Tornti, Archelodon, Glowking, Sylveon, Terra Altaria, Mammo, Crawdaunt, Cobalion, Spiritomb, Lapras, Terra Lapras, and Terra Gogoat. I'm gonna be quite frank, because I know I rated this team quite low. Why are you running an Archelodon without any form of rain?
For real. Well, you get the tornadoes, but like.
But it's not the prankster one. It's not the good one.
But it's still fast, so it can still outspeed a few stuff. Can go for like Rain Dance, Hurricane, or Blake Windstorm. But I feel like because of Glowking, it would have been better to pick something else instead of Archelodon, because you could have went for like Chilly Reception, then bring maybe a Slush Rush or something that hit hard and Ice type. Like if I draft Kurem instead of Archelodon with Slowking, I think it would have been better, because Kurem is pretty tanky. and with the snow boost, it would be really nice.
See, I'd almost even argue like drop Archelodon, drop for example like the Go-Go, right? Pick up Excalibur. If you have a way to set up snow,
Yeah.
backs, it's already an automatic plus. I think it's plus 1.5 defense.
1.5, yeah.
So it's 1.5. So that's basically a free D dance you can set up on backs. So that's what I would have done. The Archelodon doesn't make sense.
In this team.
Altari, yeah, it's great in rain. Like I love a rain team. I'm unfortunately kind of known for it. In like the other leagues I'm in, besides Puddle, I have drafted like pure rain. It just like he has Mamoswine to benefit from the snow, and technically Lapras, but
Maybe Lapras for the Aurora Veil can be something.
yeah, the Archelodon's just really throwing me off because if we're also looking at the draft, like minus Go-Go and Altaria, and like he has answers to ground types, but like Archelodon, Glowking, Cobalion do not appreciate an Earth type move.
Yeah.
At all. Or ground type move at all. Torntee's solid, Glowking solid. Sylveon I like. I don't think it should have gone as a round 4 pick though.
For me, something I just realized about the team is where is the offensive?
This team is full bulk.
Like full bulk, not only that, it's slow. So, like if you set up some hazards and so someone with, let's say for example, Lion Bandito, you can instead of running speed, you can run offensive and bulk and destroy that team easier.
I love how we were just like, oh, his team gets broken so easily, but Bandito's team pops off on Razors.
Yeah, but that's true. Like I'm looking at Bandito and looking at Razor. Like Bandito can pretty much destroy that team. Like
single-handedly.
Against balance or other hyper offense, he might lose to it, but against like bulky team, you have a better shot for me. That's my opinion, of course.
No, I absolutely agree with you. I would love to see Crawdaunt put in some work because Crawdaunt has been so underrated recently in draft.
Well, just in Gen 9 overall, because I remember in Gen 8, like Crawdaunt was really used often, especially in OU, but not OU, but I mean in Smogon tier, he was like play a lot, but now I barely see him. I never see Crawdaunt. I even forgot Crawdaunt was in the game, to be honest.
That's my baby.
It is
Cobalion. Cobalion does have some setup potential with
Iron Defense Body Press.
Yep, exactly. And then like you have Spiritomb there. Spiritomb gets clapped by almost every fairy, and looking at it gets like clapped, especially with it not being Terra, but it can fire off Will-O-Wisp, which can do what Razor's team wants to do, and that's
Cripple.
Stall out your opponent.
Yeah, with pressure.
Start chipping it.
I think, yeah, you get pressure. Yeah, pressure or infiltrator, depending against if he's playing against a screen team or something like that.
Nasty Plot Spiritomb actually sometimes goes hard, so I would love to see that brought 1 week. I'm looking. I'm looking at Altaria's Terra types, and with Fire and Steel, it's like okay, so if you Terra into one of those two, you're instead of taking away a ground resist or immunity, actually, you're adding a weakness.
I feel Fire should not be there.
That's what I'm kind of staring at. I'm kind of looking at it like I don't.
Still, it's fine.
The reason for it.
Still fit with Altaria because of the weakness he got, and when he switched to Steel, it's pretty much like covering all the weakness he got, like Dragon, Steel, Dragon, Ice, and what else? Rock. So Steel is covering that. Covering that pretty well. If you want to go for offensive, maybe with Terra Flying, but I'm not sure why Terra Flying, to be honest.
I'm kind of looking at this, and you're gonna love this. Iron Bundle single-handedly almost destroys this team.
Outside of Slowking.
Yes, outside of Slowking, Iron. I mean, Arch technically,
But
but
he cannot switch a lot in front of like Choice Specs Ice Beam.
no, absolutely not. No, he has almost no swap-ins to that.
Like the team is so slow, you can even run Modest with Specs.
Yep.
Because this Modest Specs max speed it's 371 with Iron Bundle and special attack 381. Yeah, I know I'm a specialist bundle. So it will do a lot of damage to everything and nothing want to switch. Like even Crawdont, Freeze Dry, Cold KO I think. Sylveon will take a lot of damage. But you get Wish with Sylveon. So it can be a problem. Does Altaria get Wish? I'm
I
looking.
want to say it does. I'm checking
No,
that
it doesn't.
right now.
It doesn't.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I feel he didn't pass, no?
I mean, you know what I want to see from him? I want to see a Cotton Guard Altaria.
That would be nice. Cotton Guard is pretty nice. Like Cotton Guard with... Does it get Body Press?
It gets D-Dance. He could run it physical. That thing gets D-Dance.
Yeah, I never played the... with the Megas. But with Mega, I remember playing like Return, Dragon Dance, and stuff like that. So...
It was like Return, Dragon Dance, Earthquake, and whatever other physical move you wanted to put on it at that point. Like Outrage.
Can be acrobatic. Can be nice.
Oh, that thing does get acro.
No, he
Wait
did. I'm looking at it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Ooh.
acrobatic. Let's say acrobatic.
One thing, it's one of the, but it's also one of his only forms of removal. So I
Yeah,
don't
with
think
defog. Yeah.
it does. It's one of the only things that actually still kept defog.
Yeah. Other than that, he
Game
doesn't
Freak
have nothing.
decided, Game Freak decided to take defog away from almost everything.
And rapid spin also is not that good compared like too many ghost type and stuff.
Yeah.
But
He has one spin blocker being Spirit Tomb,
but spin
but
too
that forces you to bring it every week.
Yeah, but not only that is the HP ghost type problem. The HP is so low. I think 40 or something, or 50.
I'm checking for you right now. Spirit Tomb. Yeah, base 50.
So yeah, it's too low for me. For a defensive
And-
mon.
And since we're talking about their speed tiers, base 35 speed on Spirit Tomb. I know baby Pokemon that outspeed that.
Does Trapinch outspeed?
Does it? Hold up. Does the goat outspeed? No.
Nope.
Trapinch
10.
Base 10.
Well, could be nice.
Um,
Like a Trick Room team. Like Slowking with Chilly Reception. I saw
would
it. A lot of
love
people
to-
play Trick Room. Just to
I
cut
would
off Gal.
love to see him play a Trick Room team.
With
but-
Crawdon. Could be nice.
If I had to give this team a rating, this is like a C.
Yeah, same. I have to agree. A C for me as well.
This just eh.
It's not cut for the offensive. It felt like,
No.
sorry, no shame or whatever, but it will be boring playing against him. Like, it will be slow, like
It's
30
just gonna
minutes
be
battle.
constant switching. Just constant switching.
Yeah.
One thing I do have to give him credit for that we didn't talk about is he does have a regen core in Slowking and Torn. Both are regenerator mons. So it goes with possibly his game plan, because maybe that's how Razor likes to play, is that slow, bulky game. But
I played him once only in Puddle, and I did win, but I don't remember the battle, to be honest.
do I face it? Oh, I face him week 3. Yikes. Well,
So, Razor, that's your time to get revenge for what he said about the team.
I don't face cam going, but like I'm making you a heart. I'm giving you a heart. Next up, so we're rating Razor a C. So
Yeah.
next up is Arch with the Plasma Fist. I do actually know Arch from another league that I'm known in, which is the PDL, or the Paldea Draft League. Their team is the Komodo, Emporion Clefable, Tyranitar, Talonflame, Rotom Mo, Houndstone, Terra, Lycanroc, I don't remember which form that is,
As midday.
Midday, that's it. Munkadori, Sandslash, and Terra Ampipom. I adore Terra Ampipom.
But for me, the Stellar. Why Stellar? I think it
I
have
think
been
it.
better
I think
Terra
it.
Normal.
That's what I was thinking. The Stellar was throwing me off. I. I mean, I get the if you're running Terra Normal, you might as well run Terra Stellar, so all of your moves are getting kind of a buff.
Yeah, but only
But
20%. While you
yeah,
could have maybe play with like Cell Scar, Fake Out, Last Resort,
we
and do
were
way more.
we were kind of mentioning about how bad Razor speed tiers are. I think Arches are even worse. Arch has like no. They have Rotom who's fast. They have Lycanroc who's fast.
But you get the sand, don't
fast.
forget, with Onstone, can be nice. And also, the Slowman can set up for the speed. Like, Como can use Dragon Dance or the special move, signature move, sorry. Empoleon can run Agility, plus, because of the competitive, can be a threat. Dragon Dance Tyranitar. Houndstone with the sand, Lycanroc, same thing, can run Choice Band, and since it is a Terra Captain, close combat with Terra Fighting, sorry guys, can
Yeah.
be really nice. Monkey Door is pretty fast, and plus the Toxic Chain can go for U-turn and cripple teams.
His team does not appreciate a Psychic type.
What?
Besides Empoleon and Tyranitar, nothing wants to take really a Psychic. Like, Clefable can eat it, but it doesn't want to eat repeated ones. Lycanroc's frail, especially with the possible Terra Fighting. Munkadori definitely does not want to take one. Sandslash,
If it's a physical.
it's physical, not special. Ampipom doesn't like taking any sort of hit, really.
Yeah.
Komodo gets absolutely bodied by a Psychic.
Well, it's still
Houndstone-
bulky. He might not tank the hit multiple times, but he can tank some hits. And he got Shadow
Yeah.
Claw, so
Yeah, Talonflame also doesn't. It's frail. Rotom, it's
Rotomo is half like
it's like base 107 special defense. So
yeah, it's really
10.
bulky, but it's the typing the problem with Rotomo.
Agreed. I like his team is definitely a bulkier team, kind of the same as Razor's. I will say I like his team more than Razor's.
Oh yeah, same, 100%. I feel he's more balanced.
It's more balanced, but I'm not in love with it. Like, there's like also besides like Rotom and Talonflame and somewhat Komodo, nothing likes a ground type move.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Tyranitar doesn't. Clefable won't. It will eat it again. Won't like repeated. Sandslash, eh. Ampipom, no. Lycanroc, no. Houndstone, eh.
Houndstone with Fluffy can be nice, and he got Will-O-Wisps. I played it once with
I
like
think it's fluffy.
yeah,
Ugh.
I played with like if I remember correctly, I used like Trick, Will-O-Wisps. I was tricking their Iron Ball. Will-O-Wisps.
Oh, you're mean.
What is? It was two of the move I don't remember. I think Shadow Sneak and like maybe something else. I don't remember. It was like really meta, and like I like the on-stumps defensively. I think I was running Res or something like that.
I
don't
don't
remember.
hate this team. I don't love it.
And you
but
get Buddy Press.
Yeah. Yeah. I high key think Tyranitar and Houndstone are gonna be their carries of their team.
No, for sure. Like Tyranitar, Onstone, and Lycanroc, those three will be there a lot. And also, I just realized something. He doesn't like water type also.
No.
Like he got 1, 2, 3, 4 weak to water, and we know water type is like the best type.
This
ever.
draft is like it's balanced, but I just don't necessarily love
The synergy.
how many common weaknesses a lot of their mons have in common.
And especially popular the weaknesses like water, ground, fighting also.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fighting.
Well,
right?
fighting not that much, but he does have a lot of good switch into fighting. Like even Monkey Dory, if its squad resist the fighting, it will still take a lot of damage still. Like easily at 25%, and yeah, that thing is too frail. Lycan Rock is gone, Tyranitar is super gone, Empoleon can be gone, MB Pump, Chowbai. So yeah.
Agreed. I know in my ratings, which the things will come up. I had rated Arch's team pretty low.
For me, it will be a B.
This is B minus.
Yeah, B minus. Yeah.
I had rated it pretty low, and the only reason I had is just due to the number one, the speed tiers. Like you have some fast mons, and then your speed tiers drop.
Yeah, for real.
So that's an issue. And just the amount of common weaknesses and that he has, like it's gonna be rough if you run into a team that has solid mons of those common weaknesses.
Or other weather setter. Like I'm watching real quick and I see someone with a sun team. That sun team can easily overthrow that team, like because he got Balking Wake and Venusaur, Sandy Shock.
Absolutely.
But I won't. I'm spoiling a bit.
I say B minus.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So now we'll see. Wait. We'll see what everyone teams. So 2 seconds. And let's go.
Next up, we have Orazon with the Arizona Cardinals. My brain thought it said Cardinals, but I guess he was making. Oh, it's a Charizard reference.
Is that a real team? I think it is a real team. Arizona Cardinals, no?
It's a baseball team. The Arizona Cardinals are a baseball team. Yep.
I don't watch baseball, so.
Neither do I. I just kind of sit and look pretty and pray I know what I'm talking about.
Let me check for fun.
Orazon's team consists of like Latios, Sneasler, Kingambit, Regieleki, Swampert, Diancie, Weezinglar, Leafeon, Greedent, Skeledirge. I'm gonna say one thing that I've noticed right off the bat.
Wait, it's not a baseball team, it's a football team.
Oh shit. No, I don't do sports!
Same thing.
Close enough! Close enough!
Well, let's go continue.
I don't do sports ball. Like, ew. One thing I've noticed right off the bat, this team hates a ground type.
Yeah, that's true. Like
Sneasler, Kingambit, Regieleki, Diancie.
Don't forget, Sneasler used to run with Herbaloom. So Herbaloom, then you kind of have a free Swords Dance and Unburden activation. So that's some play you can use, or Kingambit Herbaloom. You still got the Latios with Levitate. And
Weezing does get access to Levitate, but
yeah, overall ground type.
I'm just staring at the ground type weakness. And Leafeon being Terra Fire, having that as one of its Terra types, is like, oof.
Like, if we see your team, Landorus have a field day with that team.
Oh, do I face him? Hold up, do I face him? Arizona Cardinals. Do I face him? No. No. Like the only thing that
outspeeding you is the Latios.
He avoids me. No.
But Landorus is only getting outspeed by Latios and Regieleki in his team. Other than that, you have Psychic for Sneasler, you have Earth Power for like all the teams.
Lando 6-0's this team.
Yes, Landorus will have a field day in that team.
See, one thing I will say, I have learned to respect Terra Greedent.
Greedent is nice. To be honest, I used to play it in Sword and Shield, and Belly Drum Jarable, it was pretty fun. It was really fun.
But I just, like, I'm staring at this team, and I love the Latios Sneasler combo. But I just cannot get out of my head the ground weakness.
Yeah, no, ground weakness is way too huge. It's way too heavy in ground weakness. It is a good team. Like, it's good balance between offensive and defensive. Maybe speed def, no, it's still decent. But it's just the ground weakness, I think, is a big hindrance in the team. Because Lithium, if I don't know if you know, but Lithium got good defense. I think 110 or 130 or something like that. With Leech Seed, it can be annoying. Like Leech Seed synthesis, knockoff, and like if you want like Leaf Blade or play Terra Fire, it still got decent speed, 95 I think, and 110 in attack, so it can be offensive. So for me, Lithium, well, all evolution outside of I think what's his name, Espion, the coverage is garbage. That's the only issue with evolution. But Lithium, if you had something better, like maybe close combat, it would have been so much better, in my opinion. Because
when I had sent you the tier listing, I actually had rated this team pretty high, and now I'm starting to regret that decision.
Well, for me, overall, I think it's like a B plus, just because offensively it's nice and defensively is okay, like decent. Like it will still be able to wall stuff and take some hit. You got like with Weezing and Skeleldritch can whip some stuff, can injure people with Lithium, like sub Leech Seed if you want to be like a hoe. So I'm not sure if it's a Google flag for that saying that, but if you want to be a hoe, you can do that. DNC with Diamond Sword Body Press, Moonblast and Rocks, Swampert with the Rocks also, and Flip Turn can help. Regieleki for screen support, Latios can Tri-Spec and go hard, and Snizzler. Maybe Fake Out Normal Gem or White Herb Close Combat can be nice. So like this, you can always use other move, and when you want to go for the Unburdened time, go for Close Combat, Unburden activate it with the White Herb, and can be game.
No, absolutely. Like I definitely think this is like between B and B plus for me. It's one of the two.
So
I just can't get that I just cannot get that ground weakness out of my head.
No, for real, the ground is really taking me to the ground. That's funny. That joke.
Oh God. Boo! It's the dad jokes. It's the dad jokes.
You know when you get when you be a dad, when you become a dad jokes are just like automatically in your vocabulary. So.
Oh, yeah. Get me out of here! Get him out! Boo!
All right, next one.
Next one we have
Grand Rapid Spinner. Yes, you go.
This team is terrifying. So this is Garchomp, Samurai Hisui, Pecharunt, Metagross, Terra Cryogonal, Kilowattrel, Superior, Terra Hariyama, Indeedee, and Enormous Therian.
If he plays Pecharunt like Joey played Pecharunt, it can be really nice. I don't see Screen Setter.
Also, his one fairy is slow.
Slow as fuck. But bulky as fuck also. Like, I think you'd get Iron Defense, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, and like Earth Power, and you're fine.
I love the Terra Cryogonal. Love it.
Cryogonal is basically the other side of Avalugg. Avalugg is physical, offensive, physical defensively, and slow. Cryogonal is fast, speed def, and special attack. That's just the opposite.
No, yeah. So he has his two walls there pretty set in stone, and Pecharunt basically is kind of forced to be a physical wall. He can run it offensive like Joey did with like the nasty plot.
But can still be speed def. Like, and normally when I use Pecharunt, I use max speed def, max HP, and the defense will be at 368, and speed def will be at 302. So it's like pretty still nice, and with parting shot recover, that's pretty nice.
That's nasty actually. Indeed, Terra Hariyama is somebody not to be messed with. Terra Normal Guts Facade will.
Oh, that's
things.
why.
Yeah.
I remember when I was doing the slides, I was like, why you put Terra Normal? But I never checked the move pool of Hariyama. But yeah, Facade will make sense. For me, I was like, you better put Close Combat, or like to get a boost, double boost from the Terra type, or Drain Punch, so you can recover some health because of the burn of Guts. But yeah, Facade is. But well, why Terra Grass? Maybe Terragaska have been removed for our fighting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't understand why you didn't go Terra fighting here.
Terra Fairy I can understand, but at the
Terra
same
Fairy
time,
makes sense as like a defensive thing. So if they send like a Moonblast in or something, Hariyama eats it up. Because Hariyama's stats, like it's not something you want to be messing with. I mean, its defenses are not great, but its HP at base 144 is nuts.
but defensively, I think like it's funny because he's got so much HP, but defensively, like base 60 in both defense is like, why?
Oh, absolutely agreed.
When
I
you get
like
bulk
this
up,
team so far from
Yeah.
what we've seen. This is one of the better ones.
I can
Um,
agree.
I don't know if this is worth an A.
Nah, not B plus for sure for me. But
This is like B plus, possible A minus.
yeah, around that area to be honest, because
But-
you can set up hazards pretty easily with Isran Samura. You got a good spinner with Cryogonal, and at the same time get the ground immunity. Good
Yup.
spit def. Does it? I think Cryogonal can run the screens. Let me check.
It can.
It can. What?
It can. Because I was thinking about running it in Puddle. Another thing he can run if he's feeling extra spicy. What I tried to do week 2, but I ended up getting clapped. Snowscape Aurora Veil.
Yeah, but 2 turns to set up the screens.
Hey, I've seen it happen.
Yeah, it can be some like if, for example, I
You're
think
in a
Tewa
complete-
Water here would have been better for Cryogonal because it doesn't
Agreed.
have a bulky water type. So maybe instead of a Steel, maybe.
Because I agree with the Terra Poison. I absolutely agree with the Terra Poison because you have Levitate, so you don't worry about the ground weakness. Plus, you also have Kilowattrel Superior and Enamorous Therian to deal with it. Basically, this guy says don't bring a ground type against me because it's gonna get walled.
Yeah, Kilowattrel. Like if you want, you can like with what you said, the Snowscape, and bring Kilowattrel with Water Ball. That can be something nice.
Oh, absolutely. I do have to say, I think Kilowattrel without being able to Terra is kind of a fraud, but that's like a personal thing.
It's still good. Baby Zapdos. The only thing we didn't talk about is the Indeedee. Indeedee, I play with it in my draft league, and that thing was the MVP in KOs. Like it was 17 KOs. That thing hits so hard. Like it's just like if you don't have a dark type, you toast. It's game.
So basically, oh yeah, I faced them week 2. So, hey, Overquill.
Yeah, Overquill.
Please?
And what else? Ishin Gudra can
That's
still
it!
be a good tank
And
because it's pretty.
Fortress. Like, also Steel types also. It doesn't just have to be... Steel types also do pretty well against Indeedee.
Yeah, but not repetitively. It's still
No,
good,
not repetitively.
but still.
But they can take a hit.
Well, Gudra is different.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have Gudra too. Look
Yeah.
at that, me forgetting my own draft.
Well,
gonna
Gudra
just
for sure.
have to go
Gudra
back.
here will be really nice overall against him.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he
Oh,
walls
agreed.
almost everything, and can like outside of the Ariyama. So just watch out. If he's listening to it, he might change for Terra Fighting, then go for like a close combat, Gust boosted. That will do a lot of damage to Ishin Gudra.
See, y'all ain't ready for when I lead Terra Trap Pinch against his lead Hisui and Samurai. You aren't ready for it. You aren't ready for it.
you can switch to Indeedee, then you get fucked.
He can't swap. Arena Trap, my guy.
Oh, that's true. But well, yeah, true.
So yeah, I would say like B plus to A minus here for Sableye.
Let's say B plus then, because I'm more on the B plus side, but I can agree that team is at the moment one of the best one.
Agreed. Now we move on to the second half of the Naranja division, which is Ace and the Scarlet Scissors, aka my week 1 opponent.
So let's see. Well, I'm just looking real quick about both teams, and this team is pretty good. Like really,
No,
I think
I
was
agree.
only the like the 4 last month, Tinkerton, Diplin. Well, not Tinkerton, sorry. The 3 last month, Diplin. Well, all the Terra Captain basically. I'm like, okay, but the rest is pretty nice. Like, it's got good defense. Like, Grimora, people run it like Suicide Lead, but Grimora still got good defense. Only the typing is a bit meh, but still. It can be a good core with Zapdos. Tinglu set up all the hazards possible, and he can rapid spin with Terrapagos or Tatsugiri. And
No, absolutely. His team very much gives off Hazard Stack, and Ting Lu is just gonna keep whirlwinding things and
oh,
shipping.
that would be so annoying. Oh lord, whirlwind spam. I hate that. But I always counter that.
I will say, besides the Zapdos, I mean Ting Lu for like also. I mean they don't really love an Earth type attacker either. Especially with Diplin having the possibility, especially with Diplin, its 3 Terra types being Steel, Fairy, Poison. Any type you Terra, you are getting rid of a ground resist.
Yeah.
Because Diplin's actually tanky. I was doing mocks against one of my buddies against Ace for our battle, and Diplin walled the hell out of me.
My only problem with Diplin is the move set. I remember I was looking at Diplin and he doesn't have like a support move set. Like if you check, he's only got Protect, Recover, Reflect, Rest, Victoric Substitute, Defense Scroll, Dragon Chair, Under, Grassy Terrain, Growth, Recycle, Sunny Day, Sweet Sands, and Withdraw. Like if he had the lead sheet like Appleton, that'd be so much better in my opinion.
No, absolutely agreed. I think that I will say, typing wise and coverage wise, I do think this is one of the better teams that we've seen so far.
Oh yeah. I can easily go for an A for that team. A minus.
I would agree, and I do want to say, because me and Ace were talking, I do have to give him props. This is actually his first ever draft league.
No,
and the fact that you drafted this good on your first draft league ever, I have to give you props. I have to.
Like you got the only thing is a bit of a lack of offensive, because
Agreed.
like for sure you will stack the hazards, but we all know what will be your offensive stuff: Gouging Fire, Greninja, and Terrapagos. Those 3 will be in most of the team. Then after that, it will be a mix of Glimora, Tinglu, and like Tinkerton, like one of the 3. Then Zapdos. Then you can have Tatsugiri can be also good offensively because he's a Terra Captain. Yeah. If it was Terra Dragon, could have been nice for Draco Meteor. Like choice pick Draco Meteor. Yeah,
that
drop
thing,
something.
That thing's a sleeper pick.
I can let. Sorry guys, I just touched my mic and I disconnect my mic. So, what were you saying? I didn't listen.
This is like an A for me.
For me, A.
This is like the best one I've seen so far.
Just because you can easily stack, and after that, by the time you try to remove them, something will come in and like just go hard on you. You get Misdreavus for spin block, and you get Destiny Bond. So, and you get Will Whips. So yeah.
Like his hazard stack, it really works well for his offensive mons. Gorging Fire always appreciates whatever is in front of it getting chipped. So does Greninja. So does Terrapagos.
Greninja, Water Shuriken, Bottle Bomb. Like with stack hazards, like chip. Then after that, like can even go with like loaded dash Water Shuriken to be sure to get at least 4 hits. Then after that, get the Battle Bond boost, and that's GG.
No, absolutely. Moving on to it's Shadow Gallade with the Caroling Taros heals for you since you're in Canada. That is a reference to a college.
For me, I was like, is that a mistake? I was like, well, I didn't think. I was like, all right, so crawling, but okay.
No, yep, it's a reference to a college. So his team's Roaring Moon, Heatran, Rillaboom, Keldeo, Jirachi, Florges, Donphan, Terra Avalugg, Terra
Goat.
Pikachu, Terra Eevee, and Clodsire.
For real, this team is better than Ace for me because his team is so well balanced between speed, offensive, defensive, hazards, and tanks. Like Avalugg. Okay, so Avalugg is one of my favorite, and I always draft it in Slingo. Avalugg is so tanky. Like I remember when the first time I used it because I did a comeback in Sword and Shield, and I was like, oh, Avalugg, let me try it. It was a 3 KO from Pyro Ball, Cinderace. So Cinderace 3 Pyro Ball, you can hit that for days and just go for recover, and that's it. Like it doesn't care. And Body Press with a 513 defense, that thing hits so hard. So for me personally, I spoiler it. I put Terra Fighting just for that because usually you need to have a stab. I was like, I will keep my Ghost and Poison and go for Terra Fighting if I want to do more damage. But Avalugg is so tanky in physical defense, and for speed def, you got the Florges, which is really nice, and you got Heatran. But yeah, maybe Terra Fairy here for Avalugg isn't that good, to be honest.
See, I actually am on the opposite end of the spectrum for you. When I was doing my tier list, I actually rated this team very low. Like he has the Rillaboom to cover the ground weakness, which cool. But his mons don't. For me, it's about synergy, and like they don't synergize together at all. Like I don't understand Clodsire here when you already have Donphan.
Yeah, for real. Like,
Lord, this doesn't make sense to me in this draft. It doesn't fit.
well, I
Uh,
think if you remove Downfan for something else, it would have been better because you already have a spinner and you have a ground type, and that ground type is better because it can absorb the toxic, and can set up can have water absorb as well.
See, I kind of disagree with you because adding the Clodsire adds a ground weakness, right? So you have Clodsire, Pikachu, Jirachi, and Heatran, all of which
Yeah.
don't like a ground move. The synergy of this, like I love Keldeo. I think Keldeo is a sleeper pick in Gen 9. I think Keldeo doesn't get enough love, so I love to see it. Roaring Moon, it can take advantage, for example, against the Sun team and set up, but defensively, its typing is not good.
Oh yeah, but because you cannot go for the Terra, because if you could go for the Terra Flying is a monster. Or even like
absolutely.
one set I like with Terra Roaring Moon is Terra Dragon Loaded Dice Scale Shot.
Oh, absolutely.
I love to use
Like,
that, and yeah, just
I
slay
like
people.
the team. It's just like synergy wise, it doesn't really fit for me.
It's just like we
But
said
that's my
earlier,
playstyle.
the ground weakness.
Like Rillaboom's your only answer, and even then, like Keldeo doesn't appreciate. Keldeo kind of has the same weaknesses. Your team also doesn't. This team also does not really, besides Avalugg and Heatran, does not appreciate any sort of freeze dry or a strong water type.
That's true, but Florges is pretty bulky SpDef. Like it's 154 in SpDef because I love to use it normally. And I know one of my set I like to use is like max special attacks, max HP, modest, and I can take hits and go for calm mindset, synthesis, and still be bulky enough to tank hits and hit hard. So for me,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But just the way it's placed out, because he's running more of like a balanced, bulkier team here.
You need webs.
With those, oh, he hates webs.
But I mean, like he hated, but if he had webs, would have been better for him.
Yeah,
Because
because I know.
he's pretty slow. That's true. Like you
Yeah.
just mentioned a good point. His team is pretty slow. Outside of Keldeo and Rowing Moon, he doesn't have a lot of speed. Like he's pretty bulky. I like the
No.
team still. For me, I will go for A minus for sure.
This is a B.
Let's go for B
I
plus then.
I wouldn't even give this a B plus, but I think but that's the average of us two.
Yeah,
So,
let's say like that. Let's say, but
there's yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm biased because of Avalog and Florges and stuff I love to use normally in draft and just like in regular team. Pikachu here can be really dangerous. But if he had the webs, that team, Pikachu would have been able to shine way more because Pikachu is really strong. I know Voltaco will do a lot of damage with the Light Ball. Got decent coverage
for sure.
with the like Surf, Grass Knot. You got Trailblade. You got Knock Up, Fake Out, Quick Attack. What else? Well, because of the Terra Ice can be really nice for the Bulby combo. Can run either physical or special, so it's only squishy. But Pikachu can take hits. Can do hits. Yeah, and it's just if it's something outspeeded, it's pretty much over. But if you outspeed, yeah, it can go really hard.
No, absolutely. If he had webs, I would rate this like a B plus. But without webs, I just can't.
For me, the EV is pretty useless.
Yeah, it's a 1-pointer.
Yeah,
Should have got Trap Pinch.
So I thought if you remove Eevee, you will have 8 points. I'm just looking real quick. What else?
No, wait. If he removes Eevee, he only has 1 point. That's the amount of. You're looking at free agencies. That's how many trades he has left.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, does he get 1 point with webs? Cutie Fly?
Sure.
Let me check if Cutie Fly get webs because sometimes I was changed the EV for Cutie Fly to be honest, and it would have been way better.
Heck yeah! All right, so we totaled it up to be a B plus team. Next up, we have Kingler
with Darkrai, Goldengo, Landorus, Raging Bull, Articuno, Tentacruel, Chestnut, Muscle, Gardevoir, and Umbreon.
I love this team.
Yo. If only he had more stack hazard. Like if Ace got the Goldengo, this team would have been way better. Like I think A+. I would rate that team A+ for Ace if he had the Goldengo. Because like you won't be able to remove them easily. Then you always have to think, okay, so I cannot let him set hazards, but at the same time, do I have something to stop him? And in this case, he have all 3 hazards and just missing the web, but still he got spikes with the Chestnut, he got Stealth Rock with Landorus, and he got Toxic Spike with Tentacruel. So, yeah. And good removal with Tidy Up Muscle.
I had rated when I had done my pick'ems type power rankings. This was number 1 for me. I put this number 1. Like, people, how did this league allow? Even though I'm a co-commissioner, but in my defense, I got promoted after draft and after this was already made. How did we allow Mousehold and Terra?
For real, man. Like, imagine population bomb. Terra normal. Like if you don't have a steel type with Rocky Helmet, that's game over. Yeah, that's why I run like I love when people play Muscle and online when I'm playing randomly, and I just switch with Cover Knight, 7 hits and it's done, and like Cover Knight barely take hits. It's pretty funny. But yeah.
Oh god, I faced this thing week 4. No!
Well, you can do stuff.
Terra Ice Articuno with like Choice Specs Freeze Dry like we were talking about with Shadow's team. That kind of bodies.
Well, I think for Shadow Team I would have went for Terra Ground because of Itran, Jiroshi, Clodsire. Well, Pikachu.
No, because of Rillaboom.
Yeah, no, but I mean Terra Ground will, because if you don't have Terra Ground, Itran will wall the Articuno.
Fair. But then again, you just have Landers right there.
Yeah, but Earthquake, you will be forced to run like Stumping Tantrum, so you don't get the debuff on the grass terrain.
I love the Gardevoir because Gardevoir again can trace any ability, which is really really solid. I like Umbreon. I actually, yeah, this team's like an A+, almost S for me.
For me, I will say A-. Just because offensively, like it will be only the first four, and it doesn't have a lot of physical offensively. Like only Landorus.
Belly
like,
Jump Chestnut though.
Yeah, but it's more defensively. Like, I mean, it doesn't have like a Dragapult or something like that, you know? Like,
Fair.
just come in and hit. Like, Landorus can be fine because of Scarf and will still hit hard and still decently fast. I think it's 309 max speed, which is.
Why does
okay.
Trapinch actually kind of pop off against this team, actually?
First impression. Well, you cannot chop the Goldengo.
I mean, the Goldango, I don't really care about trapping, to be fair.
Yeah, but that means you can always switch to the Landorus pretty easily.
Yeah, let me have my moment with Trapinch, my baby.
For Umbreon and Darkrai, it will be real nice.
And Chestnut.
Well, Chestnut can learn Spiky Shield, so it can be a bait. You go for first impression, Spiky Shield, then after that, he can like revenge kill you.
Boo!
My guy, we need to think. I have the incredible meme like, think, Mark, think!
Think! Boo! No, so I think we rate this team an egg because you said A-, I said A+.
But it's a pretty decent team, I will be honest.
Oh, I love it. Next up, we have Tony and the Buffalo Drills.
So Greta, Cinderace, Skarmory, Latias, Primarina, Thundurus, Therian, Quillfish, Jolteon. Well, I mean Jolteon, Quillfish, Scrafty, and Knucklestack. This team, I like it. It is more balanced and more like, okay, I'm gonna set up some hazards with Skarmory. Oh, you want to set up hazards? Take that back with Cinderace, or can spin them away with Great Toss. And Scrafty is pretty good. It is a good bulk, and can go for Dragon Dance or Bulk Up. Knucklestack can be annoying to deal with. I'm not sure why the Terra Grass, to be honest. I mean, at this point, if it's because you want a water resist or grass resist, you better go with Terra Water, or even like maybe Terra Flying can be nice. Well, no, not Terra Flying. Never mind.
I think Terra Grass is like an electric resist type of deal.
You have Thundurus, Therian for that, and Great Toss.
I mean,
already.
yes. I'm just trying to rationalize what you done. I don't know.
But you got a few weaknesses to electric. I feel like a special electric can do a lot. Like a special Mon can go really hard on that team, to be honest.
Any freeze dry mon also goes nutty against.
Oh yeah, Iron Bundle here will have a field day. Like only the Primarina can be a problem. Even with freeze dry, will be able to tank the hit, but still overall, like, yeah, like Iron Bundle, the GOAT, not a fraud. Just saying, that's for you, Danny. But yeah, the Iron Bundle here would be really nice. And yeah, any special, like, he got good special, but at the same time he doesn't have a good special. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, Primarina is
no,
nice,
I get it.
but the lack of decent recovery, like a slack off or something like that, can be a problematic. Like, it can tank hits, but not for too long. but Latias can
No,
be good because of
absolutely.
recovery. Well,
This
Necklestar can be
team-
speed F with a Light recovery, so yeah. But I like the team overall. I won't say it's
This
bad.
is like A minus.
Sorry?
I would say this is like B plus, A minus.
Yeah, B plus. I can agree with B plus.
B plus?
Yeah. Well, A.
No.
A minus.
Uh-oh. I don't know. We are harsh critics.
Okay, let's check the speed tier. The speed tier is not that fast.
No, not at all.
So I think because of the speed tier, like it will be harder for him to revenge kill stuff if he doesn't run like a scarf or something. So let's say B plus because of the speed tier, to be honest.
Okay.
But he got good ball. Skarmory is pretty nice. Great toss. Great toss can be offensive. I love Strike Scarf for Great toss.
That thing is terrifying. I don't even want. Ugh.
Do you face him?
Tony. Let me check. What team is this?
The Buffalo Drill.
Yes, I face him week 6.
So you have time to change the team. I would say, yeah. So yeah, B plus. Let's say B plus for the team. I think it's still good, a really good team. Will be kind of hard to break. Won't be something like people can just come in and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna break the team. But for me, it's the speed tier. I think that put it a little bit lower in the draft. All right, so up next, the Metagross Maxis, the New York Metas, and it is a Sun team I was talking earlier, with Walking Wake, Turquoise, Blaziken, Venusaur, Screamtail, Sandy Shock, Sizer, Miss Maginius, Jugon, and Charizard. That team is really heavy on the Sun. Like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months that benefits the Sun.
I love the Screamtail. In addition to this team, also Terra Charizard also always goes hard. Screamtail, of course, rocks.
Screens.
Both. Yeah, I'm about to say screens, which
Wish.
is really nice. Yeah.
And Baton Pass, because dry Baton Pass is allowed. So yeah. And you get good defense. For real, Screamtail outside, if it was like maybe Fairy something else, like maybe Fairy Steel, or but first it will be one of the best defensive mon, because defensively you get a good defense, good HP, and really good speed. So
Oh yeah, I love this draft. I'm not even going front with you. I am a big fan of this draft.
that thing will go hard.
Terragrass Charizard, of course, with the Solar Beam, the boost, like the stab Solar Beam with Terragrass.
But
Nutty.
I have one issue with that team, and we say it for Bedito. That team, it is really good, but
It just
defensively,
cannot take hits.
exactly. It's the type of team like you set up the Sun, like you switch to maybe Screamtail and get the not red card. What's the other thing? Eject pack, I think.
Yeah, jetpack. Yep.
Eject pack. Then bring Walking Wake, Blaziken, Venusaur, Sandy Shock, or Charizard. I feel that's the only thing not they can do, but I mean the main role of the team. Just manage to get the Sun up, bring a Sun Sweeper, then that's it. That's the only thing it will do. So for someone with like Razor with Slowking galore and the Altaria Clown 9, it will be a problem.
Agreed. And then of course Sun boosting Scissors weakness to fire, but it doesn't really take a fire hit anyways.
Yeah. He doesn't have like good water type. I was about to say he doesn't have any, but he got Zugon, but like
Good old and Wake.
oh, that's true. Walking Wake is yeah, sorry, Walking Wake. Yeah. with Hydro's team which will help under the sun. But still, I feel like it's just too much offensive. Like Torkoal is good defensively, Screamtail fine, Mismaginus 105 it's okay, but you don't play Mismaginus for defense purposes. But you can cook with it, like Mean Look, Perish Song, Will-O-Wisps, stuff like that. Scizor can be good defensively, but losing Roost really hurt him for defense purposes.
He's Scizor.
But still good.
No, absolutely. This team is like A plus for me.
I will say A minus. Because I can see it is hard to break, and it's harder to break than the Razor's team. Not Razor, sorry, Bandito team.
Yes, agreed.
Because
Agreed.
the difference between him and Bandito didn't have like synergy or something like can abuse compared to this team. You have the sun, and it's not a lot of people that's playing weather, and even if like someone else doesn't have weather but have a month that can learn a sandstorm, whatever, it will be like using a slot just to counter one thing, which can be
Agreed.
like you force something that normally will not be run. So let's say for example, I don't know, like Iron Bundle, just real quick, and the rest of the team doesn't have Rain Dance or something. So you force Iron Bundle to run Rain Dance just to counter your Sun.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my only. I will say A minus. So like you see, you said what? A plus.
I said A.
A. Well, I will let you choose. So A or A minus.
Let's go with the A minus.
Alright. But overall, the team is pretty nice, to be honest. I don't have
Agreed.
a lot of bad thing to say outside of the lack of bulk. But Sandy Shock can still be bulky. Plus the sun with photosynthesis can be nice. Yeah, it can turn some stuff to bulk. Like Venusaur can be bulky. Venusaur.
Oh, absolutely.
Chlorophyll, then go for Leech Seed, Sub, because the Chlorophyll will still be fast. So you can cook some stuff, like you can go off meta, and yeah, it's still cook. You got really more options than the other Hyper Offense team.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Do we move on?
Yeah, let's go. Well, what do you want to say more? You got Sun?
I don't really have anything else to say. Like, I'm a huge fan of weather, so I appreciate the Sun team. But you're right, this team is super high. It's hyper aggro at its peak with Screamtail.
So you also have to watch out not losing Torkoal too soon, even if Screamtail can learn Sunny Day. So, well.
No, agreed, absolutely. I think we move on to the last team of Naranja.
The other Canadian, but is from I'm from the French part of Canada. Basically, is like the state, but is the province next to me. So I'm like 6 hours away, like less than 6 hours away from him. From Toronto, Justify, and the coach is Spider. And because he picked my goat, that team is super triple S tier. And we done.
I really hope to disappoint you here, but no.
You got bundled. That's it. End of discussion.
Meowscarada, Corviknight, Rotom Heat, Mesprit, Flygon, Brambleghast, Terra Brambleghast, Comfey, Lantern, Girafarai, and Terra Hitmonchan. I'm gonna be quite frank, Hitmonchan's Terras make no sense to me. At all.
Yeah, I don't see why. Like, normal...
Why normal? What are you doing?
Fake out?
Like, it... His first three are solid, and then the drop completely falls off from there.
Yeah. The only thing, like, I felt that's nice he pick up Corviknight and Rotom is because those two are the main counter for Meowscarada. And I don't recall someone drafting Earthworm. So,
No, but...
Meowscarada doesn't have a lot of
Trap it.
switching.
Trap
He can go for Protect.
What Meowscarada is running Protect?
Well, if I see a Trapinch because we talk, now I'm gonna run protect on my stuff.
Boring.
Okay. Because you talk too much now, I know. So yeah, I will be careful. I think someone picked Trapinch right after you pick it up. Let me check for you very real quick. It was
Someone better have.
Oh no, it was Nova. Nova picked up
Good.
Trapinch.
Good, as he should. It's a god.
You went for ground, buck, and dark. I think same as you. No, you went for grass as last one. Oh well. But yeah, so Masquerada here, like he got a good fire, water, grass core. To be honest, that's something I love draft. Iron Bundle, Masquerada, Rotom. Personally, I want to draft Masquerada, but I'm never able to draft it, so I'm always picking up Rillaboom or Chaymin or Sceptile. But yeah.
Flygon here seems whack, especially with it not being able to Terra.
Yeah, true. But still decent. Because it is not it doesn't have web sadly, but it's not that slow. It's like 328 and can run Tri-Spec, sorry, with Boom Burst, or even go for Troll Spray, Boom Burst. Still good physically, offensively, and got first impression also. So
no, absolutely. His team just doesn't flow well together. Besides, like the first 4.
Yeah, it's true. Like after Rotom E, I feel like it was just like, okay, so what else can I pick? And
it goes from OU to like PU real quick.
For real. Like I'm checking the other ones like after like the 5th turn, and it still had the chance to pick up good stuff. Like Primarina was the 5th pick. Like Donphan was a 6th pick. Florges was a 7th pick. I mean for Donphan, 6th pick for Florges. Tinglu, even Tinglu was like it was 6, was pick up 6. So I feel like he still had a lot of stuff he could have picked instead of like Mesprit like at this soon in the draft. Maybe he will cook something. Who knows? And defensively, it is because of Corviknight. It is okay. Corviknight Mesprit is pretty nice. Got comfy, but other than that, like Lantern can be something. Usually, I think Lantern.
It losing access to Toxic, kind of killed it.
He got Heal Bell, no? Oh, he lost Heal Bell as well. Okay, so
yeah,
that's a problem.
It is very much an issue. The team, it just like just staring at it. I just think it just doesn't synergize well.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It doesn't synergize with like the first 4 after that. Flygon seems whack in this draft. Brambleghast seems whack.
But Lantern can be nice because he got Water Absorb and Volt Absorb.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's probably one of his better low tiers that he grabbed.
Whoa, wait! Did you see the next one after Lantern? The Graphite?
Mm-hmm.
That thing is really nice. Okay, to be honest, instead of Hitmonchan as a Terra Captain, I will have one for the Graphite. And
I disagree. I think Hitmonchan's better. I've seen Hitmonchan right now in a league I'm in. That thing is a kill leader, like #1 kill leader.
Okay, like hear me out. If you don't have his opponent doesn't have any ground immunity or like ground immunity, Copycat Dig will go hard. Or even just like one set I really like to use is Unburden Swagger. So you use Swagger.
Swagger is banned. I know what it does, and you run a Life Orb. Swagger is banned.
Wait, for real?
Yes, because of Mirror Herb. Because at that point you just Swagger your opponent and you run Mirror Herb. No trust. I was looking at it because I would have rated it. I was looking at it because I would have rated it higher.
Yeah, shit. Okay, wait. Let's see something else he can do.
I also think your Graphite is an absolute fraud. I am not a fan of it.
No,
I
love it.
dislike it. I dislike it severely.
Like
And, yeah.
prankster.
It doesn't flow with the team. Even with that, it does
That's
not flow
true.
with the
Yeah.
team.
Individually, I like Graphite. I like Terra Flying Acrobatic with One Source Dance. Can be nice.
Too frail.
Yeah, that's true.
That
Yeah.
thing you can blow on it and it falls over.
Yeah, but it's just a fun mon. For me, it's a fun mon.
I think it's a fraud. I am not a fan of Defy at all.
Oh, hater.
And am.
Wow.
And very much am.
Oh wow. But
But-
yeah, like you said, the team overall is not that good. Like the synergy of the team. I'm not saying
This is like-
the player is not good. I'm talking about the team. The synergy is really not. Like you said, first four,
Especially
nice.
first four is solid. Especially with him having a mirror, with him having a ladder pick. It's like a ladder pick, like a snake pick.
Hmm.
I would have expected him to have one of the more solid drafts, and this is just not cutting it for me. But he could surprise us. That's what I love about draft. It's also
Yeah.
a lot about the player.
But yeah, because
But
we can see stuff and like, oh yeah, we don't like this. Oh, because our perspective, we don't know what his perspective is about this team. He still got
exactly.
options like Mesprit. Mesprit is a mix of Azelf and Yuxi, so you can go either way. Either go a bit more offensive, a bit more defensive. That all depends on him.
No, yeah, absolutely. But if you had to give this team a rating, what would you give it?
B maybe.
Oh, I'm gonna sound like an ass.
Yeah, B minus. Because the first four.
I was saying C, and that's me being generous.
But the first four are pretty hard, not hard to break, but yeah, I think
No,
C-
you send a fire type against any like. So besides Rotom Heat, Meowscarada doesn't like a fire type move. Corviknight doesn't like a fire move, and even Bundle, it's neutral, and its defenses are not good.
was Spidef,
bring
Spidef.
But that's why I said defenses in general.
Well, okay, yeah.
When Rotom Heat's gonna keep getting chipped without reliable recovery, it's not really the best answer. So, yeah, I'm.
Okay,
saying-
yeah, I agree
I'm
with
saying
you.
C. I'm saying C.
I will go C
This-
plus.
So yeah, we'll go with C plus then.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but-
that's all for Naranja.
so yeah, we will record another time because it's pretty much almost midnight over here, and
Yeah,
we're
it's
both
11:20.
tired.
I sleepy.
So I'll let you rest and come back tomorrow for more. So guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like, follow, and as usual, stay liquid.
Peace out.
Peace.